This is a tool that will drastically improve the quality of your life. I'm gonna tell you what it is and why is it so impactful. Let's do it. So this beautiful thing right here is something that I call joy tracking. If you've never heard this before, completely okay, I made it up. So for the whole month of April, every single day I was tracking what makes me joyful, what brings me joy, what I really enjoy, and I set the maximum of 5 things per day. There were a lot of small moments that made me very happy. However, I wrote down just the most impactful ones of the day. So as you can see, hopefully, there are different days and then different things that I did that day, and then I color-coded different things and I basically put them in groups, and yeah, I assorted color to every single group, and then I put the groups here at the end to kind of gain overview of what I really enjoy. Right now for me the exercise was very easy because I've been practicing joy tracking unintentionally, not in the form of this thing, for quite some time now, because I view it as a very impactful tool how you can get to know yourself better. It's very likely that you're gonna be kind of struggling to figure out what you really enjoy, where was the joy, and what you should write down, and that's completely okay. If you don't have the 5 things per day, aim for 1, aim for 2, whatever is improvement from what your current level is, because this tool is so helpful to help you get to know yourself. I used to be a big people pleaser and I was always doing everything just to gain validation from other people, and that led me to have absolutely zero idea what I enjoy, and I was just doing everything and living my life so that I would look good in other people's eyes and I would fulfill their expectations. But then one day I felt so drained and unfulfilled because I had no idea how to take care of myself, what brings me joy. When you are dating someone or you find a new friend, how do you deepen the relationship with them? You get to know them. You create something called love map. You basically gain knowledge about what they enjoy, what they don't enjoy, what was their past, what are they aiming for, and you gain all this knowledge. So let me ask you a question. Why aren't you gathering knowledge about yourself? Because that's such a base of creating a better relationship with yourself, because all those things, if you have no idea what you enjoy and what you really like doing, then when you're gonna have a difficult day, you're not gonna be able to go for something that you really enjoy that is gonna replenish your energy, and you're just gonna end up doom scrolling or watching some series that is not gonna supply you with some inflow of good energy. And then if you do this month and month and month, then you're gonna end up drained. And that's just not for difficult days. You want to take good care of yourself, just as you would like to take care of your partner, and some day you bring them some treat they really like, and then you plan a date where they're gonna be enjoying themselves because you planned an activity that they really love doing. Same thing goes for you, and that's why this tool is so important. For example, for me, there was this very, very interesting find in this whole thing, and I've been tracking my joy for quite some time, as I said. So when you take a look, or when I took a look at this whole thing right here and I color-coded it, that was the very important thing that I did there. I found that I have a very little of dark green. What is dark green? It's nature. It's something connected with nature. For example, you can see a lot of blue. That's something connected with music and dancing, and I dance a lot and I listen to music a lot. However, dark green, there was not much of it. And then I thought about it. I was like, damn, I actually don't spend that much time in nature. And that's why in May I dedicated a lot of time to gardening, because I have a garden and I really enjoy working in the garden. So I was like, damn, it's missing here. I enjoy it. I'm gonna supplement myself with this kind of activity. Let's go out. And that's exactly what this tool can give you, because if you have an overview of what you enjoy, you can do those things, and that's ultimately self-care, taking care of yourself, knowing what you enjoy. You need to get PhD in knowing yourself, because if the relationship with yourself is shallow, you cannot be truly happy. You don't know what to give yourself. And if right now you have no idea what you like, what you enjoy, that's completely okay. I started there. I was just hating myself. I did not love myself at all. So what was the point even to getting to know myself? Like, why would I do it? But the more you want to grow the self-love and you want to take care of yourself, you want to do the nice things for yourself. So you need to know what things bring you joy. And that's right here. And now some extra tips. If you generally don't feel quite joyful, you cannot like quite feel what you enjoy, right? Follow the smallest sparks. If you feel, for example, a lot down, you don't have much of a positive energy going on in your life, you know, and then you see this huge like step what you should do and like this huge, no, don't overwhelm yourself. What is the 1 out of 100 for you? Like, what is the smallest thing that you could do to try to find some joy? It can be watering your plants. It can be, I don't know, drawing a sun on a piece of paper. It can be something super random and small. Just like follow the small joy, and then you're gonna find a bigger joy, and then even bigger joy, and then that's right there. Small steps. Another tip, if you don't feel joy, then try something new. Try something new, because trying something new can bring in new input, new inflow of things, and you can find out that you actually enjoy something that you've never tried before. And yeah, that's about it. Try new things and get to know new people, because new people can also connect you with some new things, some interesting hobbies, some adventure, some interesting conversations, some kind of art, you know, like people are so various. A lot of times I gain some kind of inspiration from other people, so that can be a thing for you as well. What sparks your curiosity? What are you curious about? It can be something about history. Then maybe it would be very joyful for you to open a history novel or some kind of history book about Sissi, the Empress, and you would be very excited to read about it. Joy, right there. Follow it. And then maybe you get into a rabbit hole of like why Sissi was dressing herself up the way she did, and you know, like, you get it. Circulate around that one spark of curiosity, of joy, and you can discover something very beautiful. You were a different version when you were a kid. Maybe you really enjoyed something and then you lost it, and now maybe you wouldn't enjoy it that much, but maybe you would. So if you are also trying to find a joy, try to take a look at what you were enjoying as a kid. I loved maps, I loved drawing, I loved pottery, dinosaurs. I have no idea what I would do with dinosaurs right now. Maybe drawing them. Oh, whoa! I actually painted dinosaurs. Damn, it's actually there. Yeah, true. Never mind then. Dinosaurs, those are. Okay. You see, point proven. Point proven. Oh. Toss the I don't want to look like a fool out of the window. Let me tell you, I am gonna try to find a clip when I was dancing. I was doing high heels for the first time. And here I have a T-Rex arms a lot. I have no idea why, but I was dancing and I had the T-Rex arms, you know, and I looked like, oh. But then I was like, damn, but I showed that for myself and I went to the class. I actually enjoyed it. So I'm just gonna look like a fool. You will always look like a fool, and if someone is judgmental, then like, you're gonna laugh at me for trying something new, for trying to find my joy, then you must be living a miserable existence. Like, okay, then laugh about it. When you started something, you're gonna be failing, and you're gonna look like a fool, but who gives a damn? Everyone is just looking at themselves anyway. The spotlight effect is real. So try out new things, really. And people, actually, a lot of times when you ask them, for example, when someone is very good at something, they do it for a reason. They are passionate about it. And if you're curious and you ask them, they are not going to be judgmental most of the times. Like, it actually never happened to me that I would be very curious about someone's hobby that they are very passionate about and they're like, oh, you look foolish. No, they're very excited to tell you about the hobby. So try it out. Okay, let's say bye to this beautiful joy tracking thing. You can create something similar. I highly recommend it for exploring what you enjoy and for deepening the relationship with yourself. And yeah, this was a very enjoyable. How is the word? Amusing? Yeah, I'm missing a word, but this was a very good video. I felt a lot of joy making it. Smash the like button, smash the follow button, and see you in the next one. Bye!